You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind.
I think it works because people like something new, and I think people needed a city centre space. That's what, that whole, like a shared sitting room. Because it's quite nice because, you're so busy nowadays and running around and doing this, that and the other, and, it's quite nice to have a place and just go and relax and do what you want to. And there's no sort of guidelines or this, that and the other, you can just kind of do what you like.
It works because people can't believe, well, first of all, the price. And secondly, that it can work. Everybody says, how does it work? How can it work? Well, the simple answer is it works because, it's a volume thing. The more people we get coming through the door, the more this social experiment can continue. But this is a unique opportunity for us to actually take cafe culture and turn it upside down and say, actually, you don't have to buy a cup of coffee here. You can come in and actually just be. He wants to break down social barriers. We do have less social barriers in the UK depending on geographically where you are. In the north of England, we like to think we're a little bit more friendly. The idea that you would come into a space like this and go and sit opposite the gentleman over there who's happily tapping away his keyboard is alien to us. Whereas in Russia, that's not a problem. You'd go and sit down, you talk to somebody that you didn't know, and it becomes somewhere where you can actually, meet new people and socialise. And we're doing that here.
It started with pocket poetry, which was a group of poets who used to leave small laminated cards around Moscow, hidden in different places for people to just find, to sort of perk up the day, basically, and spread good poetry throughout the city. And they'd take it and they would be asked to place it in another location for someone else to find.
Email address on the back, and if you were interested in poetry, then you could email and find out where they were meeting. Meeting in bars, restaurants, cafes, that kind of thing. So there's an idea of a transaction with a cafe. He wanted to eradicate that, so actually he ended up renting some space where people would make a donation. You'll see our donations boxes at every registration and reception point in every Ziferblat across the world. That tradition still continues. They outgrew the space, he got a bigger space and thought he needed to formalise the idea, so ended up coming up with the concept of you pay for your time, 1 ruble per minute per person.
I think Ivan started it. I don't think he had any sort of grand master plan of what it was going to be like, and he was going to get to 14 branches across, Europe. But I think he just kind of wanted a city centre space where you could just go and do what you liked. Everyone knew each other. There was space where you could do your own exhibitions or events. You could just meet a friend for a coffee. You could do some work, but you weren't sort of told what you could and could not do in certain spaces depending on how you were going to pay. But the best bit was you effectively had a completely open remit to just create a comfortable, nice place where you would want to be. It's quite good fun making a 3,000 square foot living room for yourself, because that's what it's meant to be. It's not like there's a specific style of this, I mean, there are token things like the bunting and stuff like that, but it's not like, when you'd open another venue and you knew you had to stick to certain things, you've got to make it mismatched and higgledy-piggledy and comfortable and soft, and we thought, what do we like in coffee? We like moaning syrup. Well, let's get moaning syrup. Well, what do we like to sit on? We like big, soft, squishy couches that are nice and warm. Do you know what I mean? And that's what we've got, And it's great. What board games do we like?
Twister.
Jenga. Buckaroo.
Essence of what is a Ziferblat, I would say it's a shared space. It's a social experiment.
It's like everyone's city centre apartment.
Yes. It's an extension to your own sitting room. One day, everybody will know when we say Ziferblat what we mean.